Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are doing well. Great to have you here in the chat, and look forward to getting into tonight's episode. Hope your week has been fantastic. It's Friday. It's time to grab a water for me, but for you, something more exciting. If you are having a drink, let us know what you're into scotch, into beer, into whatever it is that you're into tonight. Chuck that in the chat. Let's see what you guys are having. If you've got plans for the weekend, I don't suspect too many guys are going to be shooting, but if you happen to be, particularly if you happen to be up in Darwin, I know those guys are shooting, lucky bastards. So let us know what you're up to there. Stage 1 is sponsored tonight. Big thanks to them. You can spend some money with them, which always helps at precisionrifleseries.com.au. You can take 10% off using the code IDLive10. You can do that now and jump over to precisionrifleseries.com.au while you are checking this out. All right, IDLive10 is the code for that. Excellent, guys. Tonight, Dave Acker, the one and only Dave Acker, thank goodness. And he will be joining us with all sorts of chat and banter and stuff like that. We will cover some shooting stuff, absolutely. We talk about some topics that are useful, and also there will be the usual stuff that we would talk about anyway. Really big announcement to let you know, completely unrelated to the show, but very fortunate that Saturdays are my days off. The Beards, if you're not familiar with the Beards, you need to be. Go look them up on YouTube, Google, whatever it is. They sing songs predominantly about beards, or more to the point, exclusively about beards. And they have broke up a number of years ago. Still have beards, which is useful. And they are putting up their final live show ever on YouTube on Saturday week. So I think we're going to do some sort of group watch party. However we can do that, I don't know. Anyway, that's the plan. That's the plan, is to watch that. So if you're in for that, check it out. It's always hilarious. It's good fun, and pretty sure I was at that show. So may have even been on stage at some point. Anyway, who knows? Big nights sometimes, and you forget the details of what happens. All right. We go. G'day to everyone in the chat. G'day, Dave. Hope you're doing well. Andy Little, back on the yoga, mate. Get on the yoga. Dave Acker's in the chat. Well, we can ignore that. Anthony's talking about cookies, which is awesome. Chungi's, I don't know what he's talking about. Brad, Emma, Andrew, Stephen, both the Stephens are in. Oh, good evening, guys. Hope you are well. Andrew and Scott, Ben Richo, Maddie's here. Oh, great to have you guys in going on and chatting away. Tomorrow we have the night off, but on Sunday night, Q&A. And Q&A joining us is Graham from New Zealand. I believe Robbie Gallo's coming back, and I'm pretty sure Ben Jarrett is on board for Q&A. And if not, he just found out he might be. Anyway, that is the Q&A, and then Monday night is the 2-week check-in for Team Impact. Starting to see some real amazing posts about what people are doing. All sorts of stuff happening. Keep us updated. Keep me tagged in on Impact Dynamics. Use the hashtag Team Impact. That would be fantastic. Hey, one other thing that a bunch of you... g'day, Warwick. I think just trying to keep up with everyone who's in there. Right. Yeah, where has the bearded gunsmith been? I think he's been watching on TV, but not actually been in the chat. I think I didn't ban him or anything, but maybe Miff told him not to. I don't know. Hey Nick, if you're watching, what's going on, man? We miss you. Right. What else do I need to tell you guys? Team Impact, that's what it is. Emma put up a post today saying she didn't say that she had got her 40, but it's certainly, she went with a pun. She went with thank you very much for your support. Well done, Emma. Well done. Anyway, fantastic, good. Right, we need to bring Dave Acker into this conversation. He's looking gorgeous, but you guys can't see him yet. But I wanted to, that's one thing I wanted to let you guys know. Big shout out to to those got a big difference, and we get a lot of people jumping on board because of it. So thank you very much for doing that. All right, let's get Dave in. If you don't know Dave already, I mean, I can give him a big introduction if you like. He's the resident Canadian of the Australian PRS. He works for Beretta, shoots for Team Burris. He's one of the hosts, the second best looking host of Two Beers One Chat. And what else does he do? Dave, what else do you do, mate?
Oh, it depends on the day, depends on the weather, I might be making some rum, making some syrup. I don't know, sometimes fixing, I don't know how a diesel engine works. Fixing a Subaru engine, I don't know.
All right, let me just finish out the intro. Dave, the diesel mechanic who makes rum as well, featuring Dave Acker. Here he is. You there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
All right, good. Excellent. Right? So, guys, if you are watching, we would really appreciate if you did a screenshot or took a photo out. So, in about 15, 20 seconds, Dave and I are going to pull a face. I don't know. We'll do something, won't we, Dave? And that's going to be the time where you can take that photo and chuck it up and tag us in. We might do like 3 or 4 poses just because that's what you do. Anyway, because that's an amazing way to grow the channel, which is awesome to have more and more people chatting away. So. Right, we're probably about there. Is that enough notice of people that got their phones out and they're ready to go? We doing that? I haven't even thought about what we're going to do, Dave. What do you think?
Well, nothing like improvising, man.
All right. On the ding, you ready?
Ah, yeah, yes.
Ready?
Ding. All right.
Here we go.
Hey.
All right, should we try another one? One more.
I forgot to get a drink. I'm scared.
All right, you ready for another pose? Let's make this good. 3, 2, 1.
So does it take the photo?
I don't know. No, we're waiting. Hopefully the audience are watching, and then they'll put that up on Insta stories or Facebook or something like that, and use the tag hashtag ID Live, and we'll find it. And hopefully some other people find it and join us. And we just like to mess around. It's Friday night, Dave. We can't be too serious.
It is Friday. You got to get down on Friday. There was a Canadian singer said that once. No, wait, she wasn't Canadian. Never mind. I'm thinking of Kylie Rae Jepsen. She was around the same time. She'd be Call Me Maybe.
I was going to say not much of a singer either. But anyway, that's not very Canadian.
Says you.
Yeah. I wasn't calling about your girlfriend, Carly. I forgot her name. What was her name?
Kylie Rae Jepsen.
That's it.
Or Jepsen if you want to do the Swedish pronouncing.
I don't.
It's a soft J, like in jogging.
Okay. We need soft J's.
Yeah. All soft J's.
Right, mate. Right. Now, how is your Team Impact Challenge going with the Illinois Agility Test? Where are you up to with that?
It's actually going good. I made an investment today, actually, at Bunnings, and I got a proper tape measure, like one of the big ones that actually goes to 30 meters. Because how I was doing it before was actually a pretty big pain, and now that it's been raining and dark, I really don't want to take a 3.3 meter tape measure and mark it out as intricately as I've had to do in the past.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I did try using a GPS to mark it out the other night when it was absolutely pouring down, but I have a feeling it may have added a few extra, shall we say, meters on there.
Right.
And I may, and it feels like kilometers when you're trying to shave like 2 seconds or a second off a time.
Okay, all right. So, but you're going well. You reckon you might crack your goal or beat what you did the first time?
Well, I'm giving her a red hot go. Whether or not this 18-second things I've done is like the tipping point.
Yes.
It could be one of those scenarios where you can get, like, even if you just do it a couple of times, get those first 2 seconds off.
Yeah.
Because I had done it a couple of times before the challenge, and then I could be at that tipping point because you know how often there's that kind of plateau where to get
by Monday, you mean?
Let's see.
by the beginning of next week.
Yeah. Well, You know, though, I'm making excuses right now. I just got to do what I usually say and just send it.
Just send it. Just send it, mate. Yeah. Spot on.
Just send it. You silly? I'm still going to send it.
All right, Dave. Hey, okay. Emma missed taking the photo, so we're going to do one more pose for Emma's sake.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We're going to give Emma, if you're watching, and anyone else if you're watching, if you missed it, grab your phone out. Dave, go and get a prop of some sort. I shall get a prop of some sort, and we will do this properly. So you do that. There's some more advice for Dave coming in, but anyway, that's you guys knew this show tonight wasn't going to be super serious. Although we will be talking about tripods in a minute, because Dave has been head down practicing that, and that's a really interesting part of shooting. So it's the way it is. It's the way it is. All right, he's back.
Can't put my headphones in, so.
All right, you ready? You ready, Emma? Whoever needs to do it. All right, Dave. 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. That's probably good enough. I hope that ends up somewhere. So, Dave, there's a recommendation here from Anthony, who has said that if there is a... I was just about to read it out and he retracted it. Bugger.
He didn't send it.
He said something about basketball courts.
He did the opposite of sending it.
There's something about some of the basketball courts lining up. Some of the measurements on a basketball court. Yeah. He's just put it back up. Yeah. Some of the marks on that correspond. You could perhaps use that without having to plan it out each time.
Go through the pain of friggin' measuring everything out and using my eco pylons.
Yeah. Anyway, so eco pylons. Oh, I love it. Now, Dave, tell me about tripods.
Yes, tripods.
That was one of your favorite things to shoot from.
It was my least favorite thing to shoot from until maybe the club match or training day we had right before coronavirus kicked off and all the ranges had to close. Mm-hmm. Now, it is one of my absolute favorite things to shoot off of, and I have finally invested in one. But when the PRS started and the first time I encountered one, I absolutely, positively despised a tripod. And anytime I saw a tripod, basically said, oh, there's a nice zero.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. So you've worked on this.
I have worked on this because I realized that sitting there in the corner sooking and not doing anything to better myself and get around it, because they're obviously becoming a lot more prevalent now that the PRS has been established down here for a few years. I said, you know what? It's time to embrace change, accept it, better myself. Otherwise, I'm going to be left behind. So,
got it. Yeah. So
I took one.
You
go first.
Yeah, take me through what you did to resolve that, because you've gone from like absolutely hating a particular thing to being like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it on my own. And then obviously that change, you got to take some mental change on that, and then some physical practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So still waiting on a tripod to arrive from a certain guy who runs a certain internet business. I believe his name is Jerkbag Rusty or something. I don't know. Some guy.
Never heard of him.
But
sounds good though. Sounds good.
Getting a Leo photo from Scoped Out, good investment. Great people to deal with too. But yeah, finally invested one. But where were we? So how did I do this journey? I guess is what we were. So yeah, kind of encountered it a couple times in the first PRS season, and it was an absolute mess every time I got on one. And I'm like, this is stupid. We only see it like maybe once a match. And then the next PRS season started, and they started becoming much more prevalent. Yep. And it started causing me a lot more pain. Well, not physical pain, but mental pain and frustration every time I encountered it. However, after engaging with them a time or two, I'm still no professional at shooting off a tripod, but I actually started to get a hit or two off them, and kind of started to wrap my head around the concepts and positions a bit. I'm like, okay, if you do this right, it's a pretty versatile tool, and you can actually you can hit some stuff with it in circumstances you might just be throwing shots downrange and just praying and spraying, if you will.
Yep.
And then when it kind of really clicked is Mr. Loviz Gear actually did a clinic on tripods at one of our club matches.
Yeah, brilliant.
I believe he just wanted people to be less shit at tripods. Is his fundamentals of shooting principle is just be less shit.
It works. It's an effective principle. He's also known as Mr. Loviz Gear, but also known as Mr. Tripod. Because
I actually like it because it's a good concept. Because it's some might say it's looking at the glass half empty, or whatever, but nah, I reckon it helps you improve yourself, because if you get really good, if you're just being less shit, there's still room to be less shit, you know?
Yeah, true. It doesn't cap out at all. You can just continue. Continue
it just
improving
keeps going and going.
Yeah, good. I like it. No glass ceiling.
And then anyway, saw a lot of that. And then unfortunately, I was running around setting up the range, but I was trying to kind of listen, and I could see a lot of guys after the clinic start to hit tripods off of it. And then finally, a few club matches later, I just borrowed someone's tripod, sat there all day because they were doing a special training clinic, actually, with Lucas McKinney. It was a really good event. It was a fundraiser for the bushfires and everything.
Yeah, man.
And just spent all day hammering targets off a tripod. At first, it was just throwing rounds down range, kind of getting there. But then I started to get some concepts down, and I was nailing stuff. And I was like, this is actually so fun. This is so fun.
Nice.
You can do so many different things with it, and it's so cool. So I guess really just familiarizing yourself with it. And because the more you know about something, the less scary it is, really. And you don't sit there just being a cynical jerkbag going, it's the match director's fault I'm losing points on the tripod stage because he put them in there. It's not me.
What have you found? Is there a particular skill or drill that you've done that has really made it, or obviously there's lots of different things, but not necessarily. I mean, I've really only done the full engagement and critically thought about it for one day, I guess. So I haven't really extensively tested it. Hopefully that's going to change soon. If customs or whoever hurries up. But I guess one technique it did kind of teach me, because as I've mentioned to a lot of people, I've shot a lot of small bore. I can kind of hold my own in that. But I've done it for so long and I do it so often that a lot of the stuff, like just relaxing, is now second nature. It's just part of the routine. Yep.
When I get behind the center fire rifle, I never really got that down. But then getting behind the tripod, that actually helped a heap with relaxing. Because if you're clenching onto it and grabbing it too hard or something, you know, if you don't have like this big, huge cast iron beast of a friggin' support thing, you can kind of see those little vibrations. And the biggest thing I found was just learning how to relax behind the center fire rifle a bit and just picking up on a lot. Like, oh wait, that shoulder's not completely, you know, as relaxed or maybe positioned on the back end of the rifle where it needs to be. So,
no.
Was it, I guess, the biggest thing that day maybe taught me. So hopefully it translates over when start hitting it a bit harder.
Yeah, fantastic. And I guess, you know, a lot of the tripod is being able to deploy it and deploy it quickly and change it and do that. And that really comes down.
That's another thing I'm not very good at, was deployment of tripods. It was, every time I use a tripod, it was probably almost on par with, you may remember it it was Monardo Meltdown.
Yep.
It was with the ratchet strap.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. You're not
I've never been good with those, and I'll tell you, Steve even gave me a clinic on them, on how to use it before the match. I thought I had it down pat.
Yeah.
I did not have it down.
Yeah.
I actually, once I got going, because he actually got up and he's like, yeah, it's actually kind of bummed you ran out of time, because once you figured out that basic cargo tool, you were actually shooting like a champ.
Oh, nice! We're getting tagged in some posts, by the way. We're getting we've been idiots, Dave. We've been idiots, but anyway, that's the way.
The
That's what we
system
want.
works.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Thanks, Emma. Good stuff. Emma got a photo up. Oh, excellent. Good. Well, hopefully that people look at that and go, wow, okay.
Find the thing that you suck at and try and get better at that.
That's the message, isn't it? That's the message.
Then,
yeah.
Yes, because find the thing you want to you're shit at and be less shit at it, and then when you get to a match and you go and you do a stage, that was the thing you suck at, but you'll be better at it.
Yeah,
you might not get everything, but you'll get more points than you did last time, and then you'll be excited and go, "Oh yeah, now I'm in for the stage I actually know how to do." And then
nice. And so then what I'm picking up is that you want them to, if someone's watching and they've learned something like that and they've applied your techniques or the techniques you've pinched from other people, which, to give them credit, you want them to come up and get a selfie with you and then tag it in, and you'll wear your hockey mask or your hockey kit.
Yeah, totally. I'll totally do that. If that's how I'm going to get famous down here, just being a stereotypical Canadian for selfies, I'll whore myself up.
I've noticed just like in the last 10 seconds, your accent has got more intense.
Well, I'll accept payments of syrup and beaver pelt too for that. Maple syrup only, though. No gum tree syrup or nothing.
Oh, good. Now I've got a couple of questions flowing through for you, mate.
Yes.
All right, take it to get all serious on it now. What buroscope is best suited for PRS, and what's it worth?
I would say the one I'm running at the moment. There's two that you can. There's two I'd recommend. Well, there's three, but the third one it's still kind of in the works. I'd say their flagship scope now would be the Burst XTR3.
Yep.
It was originally born and designed based on PRS feedback from the guys who shoot them over in the States.
Yep.
The guy who is now the leader for products and bursts and development and whatnot, and you can tell in a lot of the new products, he's quite a big shooter himself. I believe he shoots some of the team matches as kind of his jam over there. The XTR3 I would say would be their best one.
Yep.
I think retail you're looking at a touch over or around high threes, low fours retail.
Depends a little bit on the reticle and such, but there's a follow-up question I'm getting an answer to. So anyway, carry on.
Yeah, and I would say if you are going to go with if you are doing PRS, go the SCR2 reticle. It's a really basic kind of user-friendly wind dot reticle. Not too busy, but there's enough that you can use holdovers and do wind holds at the further distances and still not be holding off into nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's built like a brick shithouse. Optics are amazing on it. There's that. Yeah. Another one, maybe if you're on a bit more, you just maybe on a bit more of a budget, need to stretch your dollar a bit further. The XTR2 would be what I'd recommend for that situation. Things are indestructible. So Scott McMillan, he hasn't broken one yet. So that tells you right there.
That's the bar. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Scott McMillan has not broken one. My marketing plan worked getting them on Team Burst. So then you're looking at for your 5 to 25, it's 2000s, somewhere in there, I believe. They'll have illumination. The reticle, they don't have a wind dot Christmas tree type reticle in them yet, but they do have them available with the original SCR, which is just your kind of 0.5 basic mil hash mark sort of reticle. So even if you're looking for a good beginner scope, that's a good way to get you started. And then kind of maybe once you're ready to invest a bit more money, you can move up to the XTR3 or something. So
yeah, nice. The there's a follow-up question about the Burris XTR3 being available in Australia. It certainly is. And if anyone doesn't need
it was worth the wait. It took us a while, but we got it there.
There are currently a bunch of ready to rock and roll. But they are they're real impressive. So I think we'll see a few more of them floating around. Yeah. Very good. Tripods. What are the two best tripods on the market?
I'll leave this one to you because, to be honest, I saw the ones I want. I kind of did a way up.
Yep.
I know that Really Right Stuff seems to be
that's the premium tier,
ultimate.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't have a Really Right Stuff budget, so I had to. Really. I had the really wrong stuff budget for the Really Right Stuff tripod at this point in my life.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at it. But Really Right Stuff, definitely. Like the premium option, and they're very good. And they are not cheap. I'm just trying to find out what they're called. If you are going to get one, hit up Delta Tactical. That's the way to go. But you're talking pushing. I don't know what they come with, but you're over $2,500 for the tripod. So if you do need one of those, it doesn't look like Danny's got any at the moment, but if you do need one, and that's pretty much the best you can buy. Hit them up. The secondary one in the US, because Really Right Stuff is number one in the US as well, is Leo Photo, and I think that we will find that will be true over here again in the coming year or so. That they do a very good product, close to RRS, but obviously not quite there, but a very effective. But you're looking for an equivalent sort of thing. You're talking $800 or less. So there's a big price difference between the two products. So yeah, that's the option. I think it makes sense to work within your budget, and you've got an option to. So that's
you need money for ammo. It's no good to have the best tripod if you can't afford to shoot off of it.
Well, that's right. If you've gone, because I think Dave, you went without ball head. You just went the legs, and you just run a game changer or some sort of bag on top of it, and that's even cheaper. That's under $500.
That's what I'm doing for now. Now that I've got the tripod, I'm starting up the ball head savings fund. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. One at a time. All good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, mate. Nice. What else is any word in Victoria on gun shops being able to do anything at all? Nope. No. All right. We'll
trying to do what we can. The big thing, obviously, is trying to get everyone to think. Obviously, I know how the way it usually goes is you think about, what rifle do I want to buy? But, trying to get everyone to maybe think, and that just to help everyone out is, struggling right now through it all is just what maybe scope do you want to buy for your next rifle? What mounts, everything,
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that kind of, I think there's that weird thing where ammo can be sold, but only if you're a business with an explosives license. Unfortunately, you can't sell if you have both a dealer's license and an explosives license, which is kind of
that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's all right, mate.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we're not too far away from things starting to improve and get better. And
that's what I'm hoping. It's been a while since I've drank some beers on a Sunday night in a dirt parking lot. Well, no, not really, but doing it with other people.
It would have been since last Sunday night.
Yeah, maybe it happened last night, and I just wake up in that parking lot every morning.
Good. All right. Chingy's saying $4,000 for a Burris. It's ridiculous. It's because you haven't seen the Burris that it is. This is not a Burris anyone has.
They brought out their A game for this one. It's
it's a different whole different level.
I worked for them and I kind of thought the same thing, but then I actually saw it as like, okay, this is a whole nother realm. They're playing in that up here kind of area.
Yeah, because actually it's a really good point you bring up. Like I think a lot of people think like it was the XTR2 and then it was just a replacement line for the XTR2, which if so, to double the price on it is ridiculous. But it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an additional tier above.
Yeah, there was some debate about maybe I don't know what obviously the discussion was in their marketing room, but I'm sure there probably was debate at some point going, but yes, definitely a whole different ball game. The XTR, someone who had an M5 and they were actually doing a comparison with that.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Basically, on par. So you tell the difference. So
Yeah, no, they're nice, but yeah, that's the thing that when they're rare, they're hard to, and they have been rare. They were a
Yeah.
long
Oh,
time
yeah.
coming, and so
Yeah.
we're hard to get a hold of, and you can't
Yeah.
once they're out.
And I know another thing too is like more of your kind of optics in that value based price point. You'll typically get them out of say factories in the Philippines, China, wherever they may be. These ones are actually made in the factory in Colorado.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So American made.
Have you been there? Did you?
No, I haven't actually, and I really want to go to Colorado because it's right up my alley. It's basically like Canada Junior terrain-wise, but
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, we were in the States last year, 2019. You and I shared. We'll say a room in Vegas, and during that trip went to Colorado, and loved it. It was really really good.
It looks super gorgeous.
Yeah, no, and we were there while it was snowing and doing all the things it was meant to do. So it looked magic, and we went to Boulder, Colorado, and that's where Bison Tactical are based out of.
Oh,
and I tell you what, that was a challenge in finding that place.
Really?
It's like
way up in the mountains, was it? Or?
Okay, maybe I may have oversold it. Sorry.
Okay. It was in an industrial park there, just in the back of the warehouse, right from the street. Oh.
It was, you're expecting, I guess, a shop front, given that they're like come and visit and shop. But it was more like a serviced office type thing. So you're just like this little doorway. You'd go up there, and then there was like the list of all the businesses within the thing, and you go up one flight of stairs and going from there. It was it was very unique. Actually, Butters had his first unique experience in there of being recognised from something. So we were in there, and I think I went out to move the car, and then came back in, and we were inside with Fred chatting away, and we guy came in and said, "Oh, look, I'm here to ask some questions," and we went, "Yeah, no, sweet, we'll just sit down." We just hung out, and Fred, helped him out. He was just getting started in shooting, or not in shooting, but in thinking about PRS sort of stuff, and he was thinking about maybe coming out to their local club there and all that sort of thing. He was asking about the usual questions: what bag should I get? Which bag's useful? All that sort of stuff. Anyway, after 10 minutes or so, he's like, "Oh well, look, I'll come back another time. You're obviously busy. I know who these guys are." And Butters is just going, "What?" and I mean, no, like I was surprised. I was like, "How do you like?" I mean, I know how you like. I can guess, but. Okay, I didn't realize that. Oh, man, and so I figured, oh well, this is the opportunity to jump up, and I went, well, mate, you're here now. Don't be like, oh no, I'll come back. No, just what are your questions? Let's hook it up anyway. So we got stuck into it, started looking at bags and all sorts of options and bits and pieces, and we said, hey, this Saturday or Sunday we're going to shoot a match here. So mate, come on out if you like. And he's like, oh, I can't make it. I'm busy and this. The dude rescheduled everything he had for that day, and he came out and RO'd on the match, and I think I think we gave him some t-shirts and merch and stuff, but I think he really enjoyed himself, and I'm really glad he came out, and he didn't shoot them. The match had been sold out for a month or something, but so we couldn't quite get a spot. Yeah, it was unique, but Butters was just, his mind was blown. He was just like, how do you?
Well, I guess if you look at him and see photos, you see the very Australian guy running around with an AI. Most of them are like, I can have that down there. Holy hell, brother.
Oh yeah, we see that guy. I've got the video, that the Box to 1000 video. Continually getting comments of that, of like, I didn't realize Australians can have guns. Great to see you shooting. Yeah.
Well, there was one guy when I was over there, actually, when I departed from you guys and went to Florida the local Walmart. Mm-hmm. And I was just kind of hanging out there, and he's like, oh, yeah. And then we got talking, and he's like, oh, where are you from? He noticed the Canadian accent, like, oh, Nova Scotia, but I'm living in Australia now. And then I kind of mentioned I worked for Beretta and this and that. And I asked him if there were surplus in M9s or something. And then he's like, oh, yeah, Australia, they took away all your long arms down there. I'm like, no, we can still have rifles. He's like, oh, no, I got family down there. You can't have no rifles, I'm telling you. I'm like, you can have bolt-action rifles. You can get semis and centerfire semis that categorize, but they're restricted. Yep. You can get them. No, all long rifles, I'm telling you. I know there's some IPSC, but I'll tell you, you ain't getting no rifles down there. I'm like, okay, whatever, man.
Oh, well, I
Backwoods Florida Walmart man knows, not me, who works in the industry down here and shoots a lot.
Oh, well, very good, mate.
Yeah,
that was a good trip, wasn't it? You end up in Florida because you have family over there, and
yes,
but
that was a fantastic trip.
Our week in Vegas was it was interesting.
It was a week in Vegas, baby.
it was a week in Vegas, but it was good. It was good because we you had a pretty wild time, and we had a fair bit of work to do.
Luckily, I was able to take advantage of work when it suited me on that one, to be honest. Yeah,
that's the joy that you had. Yeah, because you went over.
That was the joy of paying my own way.
Yeah, no, we had fun. Did you come out to the German club with us? Were you there that night? I don't think you were.
No. Unfortunately, I was not. I think I was lost somewhere getting spear tackled by the bearded gunsmith, or I don't know.
We went to this beer hall. We got invited by Rich from Short Action Precision. And he said, "Oh, come along. I'll buy you a shot," and that sort of thing. And what we didn't know is what that actually meant. It's a beer hall, and so you go along and you do the beer thing, you get your big steins and smash a stack of beer, and then if you order a shot, a particular lady comes out with the shot for you. But for you to be able to get the shot, she slaps you on the ass with a huge big paddle, which would be somewhere around this big size, and gives it a big crack.
Big old hee-ho.
Oh, yes. Not anyway. So a number of the NRL boys actually, and a few other guys got done, and there was tears. They have to bend over the table, and I mean it's quite the spectacle for the entire room to watch. And they have to bend over the table, and then they get the old big smack. And shout out, I don't know if he's watching, but Kevin Ditto. Did you meet Kev at all? Anyway, Kevin Ditto.
Apology if I have, and I forgot.
I was watching him. He bent over. He was ready for it, and then zero reaction, complete deadpan. And
I was going to say it could be a way to really enforce RSA, that method, but for some people it could just be like yes, and it could end up having them hammer more shots of whiskey in a night than if they were to not be getting slapped. I mean, depends what your jam is. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. So
well, he got. I think she looked at him and went, So she went again. And I think off memory, she did 4 or 5 with zero response, no movement, no flinching. I'm like, oh man, that's pretty significant. But anyway, well done. So, yeah, that was good. Did you get lost in Vegas at all?
No, I didn't get lost per se.
Right?
Yeah, no, I didn't really get lost. I fell asleep pretty hard at one time, but I think everyone's kind of seen that video.
Oh yes, yeah. I don't think I've got that one queued up, but it's quite an amusing video. Yep.
There was something though. Top Golf,
and
I wanted to tag you and the boys from Delta in it and Butters.
Yep.
But I went to tag and I don't know what happened. My internet conked out or something, and I couldn't find it again. It was on ESPN's Facebook channel. And obviously they do like 100,000 bajillion posts a day.
Yes.
And there was a guy at Top Golf, and he was hammering the balls over the fence, like the big net at the far end. It was insanity. Wow. And they pan out and they watch this guy do it. And then they pan back and it's one of the staff members at Top Golf. And he's just sitting there and he's like, I've asked you boys is that... You just keep it inside the nets. That's all I've asked.
we should explain. Topgolf is like a driving range, but it's a fairly elaborate one. It's not so it's sort of like you have your own little bar, like or your own little, I guess like bowling sort of area, nice couches. And
that would be the best way to describe it, like a tricked up bowling alley.
Yeah,
like the ones with the flashy lights and the like what's a bowling I have in Melbourne? I can't. Lanes or something.
But you sort of get your booth and then they'll do table service or booth service, and so you just have drinks keep coming to you and food and all sorts of stuff, and then you sit up there and it automatically loads the ball, and you do these different games and different programs, and you sometimes have to hit as far as you can or as close as you can or a particular hole, and there's these great big holes in the driving range, but there is potentially hundreds and hundreds of people smacking balls all over the place, but it does track it, and Brad points out there is a Topgolf in Queensland, there is in the Gold Coast, which I look forward to getting to one day, which will be which is excellent. But I did Topgolf there at Vegas. We've done that a few times now, and then once in Dallas as well, actually. Yeah, it was. But anyway, back to your story. That to hit it over the fence is pretty wild, man. That's
freaking insanity. Those things are huge, man.
Because how far is it? How far is it to the back? It's.
Was it 500? No, it wasn't 500 yards.
500. Yeah, it rings a bell, but I don't think it's right. I think it rings the wrong bell. Yeah.
Because I think it's just one of those things now with ranges in Australia. Parents, you just assume everything that
it's
you're
about
shooting stuff. Yeah,
about
it's just 500 yards.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that sounds about right. But shout out to whoever just placed an order. Dave, thanks for placing an order for some Stage 1 merch, by the way. A little shout out to Stage 1. Use the code IDLive10 and you can save 10% off merch. So a little live on the fly shout out. Thanks for doing that.
There you go. The system works.
Dave, we've got to get into the most important anticipated part of the show.
Yeah.
We need to get into memes.
Yes,
we need to get into memes. So let me cue up the meme train. Just before we do that, quick little shout out to Steve Blacker. This is Steve Blacker's photo from last night of myself and Steve chatting away. This is when he took a photo of us. And he is dry firing. This is like the epitome of what I was hoping this show would be, is that people would actually being able to be doing something useful and getting some practice in while we banter on in the background. So congratulations, Steve. I love that, and thanks for the promotion and tagging us. That looked absolutely fantastic. Can you see that one, Dave?
Where are we here? Where'd you send it?
Should be on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I didn't send it to you. I didn't send it. No, send it. Anyway,
there you go.
Yeah, I think he's done really well. So, hey, Dave, should we give you one more opportunity for a photo? Should we do that?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
Give me a second. I just want to send you something real quick. It'll become relevant later. All right. Yeah.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, that's on the way. Yeah.
All right. We gotta do one quick thing. All right. Oh, did you send me a meme to put in the show?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2. Oh, sorry, guys. Get your cameras ready. I think you worked that out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I think we've sent it. There we go. All right.
For anyone who doesn't get it, that was a Simpsons reference when Ralph sees home. He's like, "Hey, mister, you don't want to drink the candle, do you?" Maybe I do, son. Maybe I do.
Maybe you do. All right, let's get into meme layout. We're now in meme layout, and we need to meme. So I'm gonna meme you on the phone. I'll drop that. There.
Oh yeah, the old telephone hole. There we go.
Telephone. And what are we're gonna send you? Should we start with something rubbish? Bar is so low, I haven't even got it on the phone.
It's like that South Park episode with Honey Boo Boo where they have to get James Cameron to dive to the ocean so far, deep dive to find the bar.
Cover for me, Dave. Tell a story that's interesting while I find these memes that are poorly represented.
I can pre-explain my meme.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Well, I'll get your meme organised, and you let's go the build up to your meme.
All right. So there is a meme going around on the internet. Well, was going around. I know these things.
Where else do memes go around? Really?
Sometimes out in the forest, sometimes up in the sky. If we communicate them with.
If a meme's in the forest and is funny, but no one laughs, is it really a meme?
It's really funny.
Is it really funny if no one laughs? Anyway.
Funny is objective. I've determined that scientifically.
I will want to see a white paper on this, mate.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Okay.
But yes, so there's a meme going around that there was a spelling error on some animal information page or something, I think is the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was asking if their cat can have a bit of salami, because apparently cats really enjoy like dried salty meat. Not surprising. Look at the cat foods. Fuck it. Yeah. They do like wet food though. But anyway, they had misspelled it and said, yes, cats can have little salami. So it's supposed to say have a little salami, but they obviously screwed it up. And then the internet took it and run with it. So then there's this whole joke about on the internet, can cats have a little bit of salami? And there's like photos of cats like sitting there like kings, when it's like when your cat has a bit more than a little salami, you know. So yeah, there's a debate raging in the meme community about whether or not cats are allowed to have a little bit of salami, or should you give your cat a little bit of salami? Okay. And as we all know, Tiger King's pretty big at the moment.
I do believe this is the longest setup we've had for a meme.
Yeah. Well, I made it. This was my thought process. I'm hoping it's OC, original content, but I don't know.
Oh, you made this meme. This is a
This is OC, bro.
Okay.
That's why I'm taking so long to explain it.
Okay, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got your meme ready to go. Are you good? Right. Are you good? Is there any more build up?
Do I need to explain Tiger King to people? I don't think I really need to. I think enough people have seen Tiger King to kind of get what's going on.
If they need, then they're not going to get many memes if they're not up with Tiger King.
Okay, there's this guy who is
no. As in, let's not bother, because if they're not up with Tiger King, it's a lost cause, is what I'm trying to say.
There's some sort of normie.
All right. Here we go. I'm just going to send you the next meme, and this is Dave's meme that he made all by himself. Can cats have a little salami? No, cats should only have husbands. Yes, cats can have a little salami. I
forgot to explain the meme format. It's typically used making fun of electoral candidates. So what they do is they use them a lot in the UK and the US, and they'll typically put the two candidates' face, like a candidate in one and a candidate in the other, and be like, what's your stance on free healthcare? So yeah.
Okay. All right.
And since Carol Baskin sucks, she would obviously say cats shouldn't have a bit of salami and would rather feed her husband to it.
Oh, excellent. All right, Dave, how many are we, what are we, let's go with the rating system of dead husbands. How many dead husbands do you give your own meme?
I can't do that. That's impartial rating, but if I had to give it an unbiased meme rating of Carol Baskin's dead husbands.
No, I didn't say that. Don't misquote me on this. This is dead husbands generally, not Carol Baskin specifically.
Oh.
But anyway.
I'd give it 2 Carol Baskin's tigers eating husbands out of 1.
Okay. I look forward to seeing what. I think most of the chat are just enjoying that you're laughing so much. All right, next meme is up.
Oh, I like that rating system, gay tigers.
I have sent you. We've done the gay. Oh, we can do the gay tigers again.
I'd give it 6.5 gay tigers or 6 gay tigers, 6 GTs.
6 GTs. I've sent you the next meme. It's on your phone, by the way. I've sent you the next.
All right.
Meme. This is one of those poor Corona memes because Corona's. But we gotta start with this one. Well, second this one. How many gay tigers for the case of Corona in the neighbourhood?
Yeah. I have another one, kind of Corona related. This one's maybe a bit more, shall we say, US based, because you know how over there, or I can do US based stimulus check meme, or I can do a TikTok meme.
I'm definitely gonna have to go for the TikTok meme, but I'm sending you the next one now. I'm sending you the next one now.
All right.
This one's that you get you to read this one out when you get it. This is amusing.
All right.
Got it?
And I've sent my TikTok meme to you via Facebook. I can send it again via.
I'll track it down. I'll track it down.
Okay, cool.
Quarantine day 15. You gonna read this one out?
Quarantine day 15. Wife says, "Do you want something to eat?" Husband, "What are my choices?" Wife, "Yes or fucking no."
How many gay tigers?
Do you just want something to eat? He thought he was getting options, but she was just saying yes or no.
Someone's rating out of Barris XTR 3s. Oh, good. All right. Anyway, I like that one. I'm working on loading yours up, but I'm gonna send you the next one. What was the next one? Oh yeah, this one here.
I don't want to send to you if we're doing one for one.
Oh well, it's because you didn't send them to me pre-show. It takes a little bit to load it up, so I'm gonna run through a few of mine. Here we go. So this is the next one, on its way to you now.
Gotcha.
This is one that the podcast listeners are not going to get. It's quarantine day 27. Start a grow my own pot, and it is a pot in the ground. Giggles.
Well, in Canada, actually, as of July 1st the other year, you can now grow 4 of your own pots at home.
All right. 2020 travel plans. 2020 travel plans. Sending you now, and I don't know what you had planned for 2020 but this is the one here.
Well, I normally wouldn't go to Sydney, but frig, the way they've redone that, I'm in.
How many gay tigers on that one, mate?
Solid five.
Nah,
you know what? No, that has universal appeal because everyone knows what the Sydney Opera House is. So solid 6 out of 6.
I think 6 sounds good because it's also a bit of a tourism promotion. So we'll run with that one a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, next one up to you. This one is coming through. This one's what's happening in July. Sorry to our podcast listeners.
I've seen this one done a few times.
Yeah.
But this was back in, I think, March, where it's like, oh great, April 2020 teaser released or something like that.
Oh, there's a couple you're gonna really appreciate once I find them. I've got to go into my favorites to find some of these. Children of the Corn. Here you go.
I like corn. Corn's great. What about the kids born?
What about the kids born in 2020? They'll be known as children of the corn.
The corn. The children of the corn.
Oh, I can't wait to see that movie.
How good's the internet?
It's a way to say it. All right. We're on to Rick and Morty. You're right with a Rick and Morty meme. I assume the answer is hell yes. Which one am I going for? Yeah, here we go. Let me cue this one up to send to you, Dave. I'm lost.
Gotta have the memes on standby, bro.
I do.
100% premium memeage. Meme extreme. Dank memes, melt steel beams.
Next one. Did it come through?
Let me check, actually. That'd probably be good if I check that.
There you go. It's there.
Oh.
It's a bit of Rick and Morty.
Yes, he does work. Is this a COVID?
On with the Rick and Morty. Next one here is plans for 2020. Getting buried.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep forgetting there's a lag. I'm trying to time this between my phone and the YouTube stream.
Oh yeah, don't watch the YouTube stream. Yeah.
I'm like, we're in the future. I keep forgetting this.
we are. We're in the future. There is one more to come from me. This is my favorite. So inbound. This has got to be upper 8K targets. I'm predicting it. That is predicting it. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Oh, that family is such a circus. Ha! Get it? Because the family circus.
He coughed on me, so I social distance his ass. I like that one. That one's good. TikTok meme. I'll try and bring it in quickly, mate. I'll try and let's.
I hope you like Forgotten Weapons. I texted it to you as well, so might be able to find it there, unless my internet sucks. But I hope you like Forgotten Weapons because I sent you a few of them too.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm gonna save these. I'm gonna save your dank memes for a future. I've got one more for you.
Alrighty.
And then we're gonna. It takes a little bit to get it on the show. So sorry, man. I'm not quite that impressive. But we leave you with something to think about on here. Favorites. That one there. Send to Dave. And sending.
Man, I love Uno.
That is a response most memes should have.
It's been so long since I've played Uno.
Oh, yeah, that's I guess Uno at home by itself is boring. Oh, well, bring a set of Uno, a deck of Uno cards. Bring a set of Uno cards to the next PRS match. I forgot what they were called because it's been so long, Dave. Been so long. Oh dear.
It's that thing I've been sitting in front of the liquor store in the mornings crying about. Come on.
Not just the mornings. Oh, magic. All right, mate. Well, we are running out of time. We actually have another podcast to record after, so we're going to go and do that and talk about something completely different. And guys, I hope you thank you very much for watching and getting involved, Dave. Thanks for coming on board and talking some interesting stuff and a bunch of junk, which is what we do, and that's what Friday nights are about. I look forward to it. So, guys, if you're, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys getting involved, and as mentioned, you can save 10% off at stage 1, which is on the Precision Rifle Series Australia website here, precisionrifleseries.com.au. Shout out to Dave, who put an order before live on the show. Always a good way to get a shout out. And what else do we need to wrap up? Sunday night Q&A, a bunch of guys on that. That is going to be awesome with, I believe, Ben, Robbie, and Graham, guys from this week. And then Monday night is going to be the check-in, 2-week check-in with Andy Little for Team Impact. We'll be talking about goals and resetting and bits and pieces and getting some videos from guys who've done things and getting some updates on everyone that's been doing it. If you are thinking about jumping on board for Team Impact, either for a second challenge, second cycle, or for something new, and have a time over the weekend to think through some stuff. Dave, have you got like a quick top three things you could do for a 2-week challenge type idea that I've just sprung on you right now?
Send it. Learn how to bake bread. That seems to be a popular one. You won't die if you only have flour and water.
Okay, how to bake bread. Learn how to bake bread. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Nice.
Yep. And another thing. Oh no, there's so many options.
Are there-
I would have to say learn the basics of no. Learn how to play chess. I'm teaching myself how to play chess again, and it's awesome. It stimulates your brain like you would not believe.
All right, Dave. This is on the fly, but here's what I'm gonna propose, because you're working on.
Yeah.
So what I think is in not this Monday, but the Monday after. Can you find someone to hook up a chess game with during the show?
Oh.
Now, via Zoom or online or something on those lines, and then that way, when Andy and I are doing the Monday night one, we could check in with you every 10 minutes or 15 minutes to get an update on the game while you and whoever else if there's
I'm
anyone
so
watching.
bad. Anyone's gonna beat me. They're gonna check in 15 minutes, and it'll be like he's beat me 10 times.
All right, if anyone's watching and you like playing chess but you're not particularly great at it and you want to challenge Dave live on air, hit us up. Let us know that you want to do that, and we'll find some sort of online way. So
here's the standard you have to beat. When I started playing chess again 2 days ago, I went on to kidschess.com. I put it on beginner, and I may or may not have lost it.
You'll still be smashing me. Oh, good. All right, no problems. Let's do that. All right, I'm gonna make a note of that. Ben, get onto that. Ben Jarrett, get onto the chess live thing. Let's find someone who likes chess, and let's get stuck into a Dave. That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, look forward to it.
Cool.
Emma's just messaged me saying she's terrible at chess. Let's do it. All right.
Because if she beats me, she'll act like a jerk and make fun of me.
But if you beat her, you act like a jerk and make fun of her. So basically normal for both of you.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is true.
No difference.
No, I'm sorry for beating you. Yeah.
All right, guys, if you're interested in I can't believe we're at this point in our career. If you're interested in an online chess tournament live, the show won't be the chess tournament. It'll be running adjacent to it. Maybe you could stream it and we could check it out from time to time.
Woo, chess orgy!
We will be checking in on it. If you want to get involved in the Impact Dynamics live chess orgy, hit us up, drop us a message, and we will make that happen. This is not a phrase I was expecting to say on the show, but anyway, here we go. Here we are, and we're now shooting in chess. Look forward to it, Dave. Thanks for being on board. I think, and guys, do
stage idea. But anyway, I'll reveal that later.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the other ones. Excellent, awesome, guys. Catch you later.
Follow what you see.